Greetings, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. Welcome to your reading for August 2023 by amalightworker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. When you subscribe, please remember to turn on the notification bell. Listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign because you are going to get additional information. These are general readings, and if you'd like to have a private consultation with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. I have done a whole new reading for you and for each sign of the zodiac, and for those of you who would like to know more, that your video is available for download and purchase through vimeo.com, and the Vimeo link is posted down here below in the show more section below. I'm going to be doing an Akashic Records reading first. The Akashic Records will give you messages for the month of August, and stay tuned because at the end I will also open a few tarot cards. So now, Pisces, let us begin with your Akashic Records reading for the month of August 2023. You have to exercise a lot of caution over possible emotional outbursts. Be careful with how you're going to manage your own emotions, how you are going to be navigating through a huge emotional shift that you are about to embark on. Many wishes will be granted to you beginning from August 2023, moving forward to the next 16 years, up to 2 years of your life. If you have felt blocked, tangled, maybe emotionally, maybe financially, maybe in a family circumstance, or in a legal sense of the way, okay, and being tangled could mean different things to different people. This is a general reading after all. Now you're going to feel that the energy is untangling. You are going to experience like bursts of energy, particularly for those of you Pisces who have felt that maybe you were feeling under the weather, or maybe you were tired, or your energy field for some reason didn't feel as balanced. If you are somebody who has been a little sad or struggling with depression, now you are going to experience bursts throughout the month of feeling good, because I am also shown that for many of you, you are going to be finding something that sparks your creativity, something that sparks your curiosity. You are going to be drawn to new things, new opportunities, and new beginnings that will be uplifting your soul. Some of you are on the verge of completing renovations or completing some sort of a rental agreement, and you could be preparing and getting ready to transition into a new home. I'm also shown some of you Pisceans being able to purchase a property. So if it doesn't happen right away in August, you are for sure preparing for this property to come in your life. You may want to be a little bit more aware of your financial activities, because in the month of August and maybe throughout September as well, you may have a tendency to spend a lot of money either in luxurious experiences or in luxurious items. For many of you, the money to do so will be available, but you may also have a tendency to spend more than you should. In a work-related circumstance, it doesn't matter whether you are working from home, you have your own business, or you physically have to go to the work location, you could be facing some dilemmas. You may not be sure about what course of action to follow. You may need to figure out the ins and outs, the details of a project. You may have to figure out the details of an idea that you are developing. Be aware of your tendency to run away with an idea before it's fully formed, or before you have figured out each and every specific detail, or before you are fully able to comprehend the information being presented to you. Job opportunities will be opening up. It feels that the job market is very hot for Pisceans right now. There is this wonderful energy circulating around where everybody wants, in a positive way, wants a piece of you. They may want to hear from you. They want to be with you. They want to be your friend. They may be willing or wanting to hire you for something that you have proven to be an expert at. So in whatever job you have, or in a profession that you may have, now you have established a very good reputation. Other people may want to hire you for it. It could also be that something that maybe you have developed on the side, a skill, a hobby, a business that maybe you have on the side, now may be taking off. You have created a very good reputation because everybody wants to do business with you. They may want to hire you for your services or buy any products that you may be selling, or other services that you may be offering during this time. For those of you who have to deal with a legal circumstance, maybe you have to deal with the courts, and it doesn't have to necessarily be in regards to a lawsuit, but there's a legal process involved. You have to apply for something, and it has to go through government channels, government sources, maybe through the legal and the justice system. And now maybe you have already applied for something. Now you are going to be receiving a notification about it. For many of you, something will be approved by people in charge, by the government, by a government department, justice department. It could be approved by a boss that you have, or a company. So you will be given the green light to go ahead and proceed with something. Other Pisceans may have to deal during this time with training, workshops, webinars, learning and developing further any skills that you have, or learning new ways, new skills. You may be asked during this time to learn something new about how to use technology, how to use a tool, how to use a program. And I am also shown many of you having to deal with a combination of some sort, combining forces, combining creative endeavors together, combining different programs, combining different lessons, combining different skills. Many of you will be working on some sort of a portfolio. You could be working on your resume. You may be working on how you present yourself to others through social media. You may be working on pictures that you may have. Maybe professionally you are a model, or you're trying to be, and you have like a collection of different modeling jobs that you did. or maybe you are an architect and you have to present, some of your work, or an engineer. So these are just examples. Many of you may be preparing to introduce something, maybe to do a presentation to a group of people, to a board, to a committee, to people, in other words, who have the power to approve you or to disapprove you, to people who have the power to hire you or not to hire you, to people who have the power to contribute in your success if they like your job. For many of you, work must continue. Yes, you are on the verge of some major success. You are on the verge of a major breakthrough with some affairs that maybe you have been struggling along. Okay, so more than one situation where you have been stuck or maybe stagnant. And there is this burst of this new energy, because now you have a new understanding of your own self. You have a new understanding who you used to be, who you are becoming, and what is it that you need to create for yourself, in order for you to satisfy this new vision that you have for yourself and for your life. It's going to be very easy for you to attract attention, to generate interest, and to generate buzz in anything that you may be doing, anything that you may be saying, anything that may be happening in your life. During this time, if you find yourself part of negotiations, if you find yourself negotiating a contract, if you find yourself having to delegate, okay, be very aware of the power of your words. Use your words diligently, use your words very carefully, because your words are going to have a lot more power than previously it had on other people and also on you. For many of you, you are going to be receiving congratulatory words coming to you from others, coming to you through social media, coming to you through texts or emails. For some of you, you are receiving congratulations of a job well done. For other ones, it's going to be in connection to this purchase of this property that people are congratulating you. And some of you Pisceans may be thinking about should you change your name, should you change your last name. You may be dealing with, especially if you are creating a project, you may be thinking of do I put a name on this project, what do I call it? You may be thinking about naming a business, a product, or a service. You may also be involved in, naming a baby, naming a child. It feels that you are going to feel honored and respected in some degree, particularly in a situation that is connected to family affairs. And you may have to handle a circumstance or a person. It could be that through your work, one of your superiors may tell you, we have a hard time with this customer or this other coworker, and we would like you to handle this person because we trust that no one else would be better at it. You could be forced or obliged in some ways to handle maybe a children that is being a little bit naughty or too demanding. You may have to shush, in other words, people that are being disruptive, either in a meeting, in a gathering. Maybe this could be some sort of a family gathering, church service, and there are people that are noisy and disruptive. And there's more work coming ahead. If you are somebody who stays home, maybe you are retired, maybe you just stay home to raise your children, again, you are going to have a lot more to do around the home and the activities involving children, family, friends, and relatives. So you may find yourself to be busier than before. And for other Pisceans, this sense of accomplishment will be coming from an emotional place where finally, little by little, you are going to begin once more to feel satisfied. Many of you have dealt with circumstances where maybe you didn't feel fulfilled or satisfied. Now, once again, you may be going through a huge emotional shifts, even having to go through emotional ups and downs before you reach this place of emotional fulfillment where suddenly you get a lot more enjoyment, fulfillment, and satisfaction from your life, from your daily life, your daily activities, and your daily routines. A new balance that you may be seeking will be coming. Okay, so what created balance for you before, either emotionally, financially, physically, or energetically, that was different. Because now, Pisces, you are going to witness a new balance unfolding in your life, because now your emotional needs are different, your wishes and desires are different, your financial situation is different. For many of you is improving a lot. So based on these new ideas, new wishes, and your new needs, then you're going to have to create, or you're going to easily attract, this new sense of balance. Many of you could be reflecting a lot. Maybe you have been dwelling on certain choices and decisions. Maybe you don't know what to do, okay? Because you may witness a split of some sort. People that are splitting up. This could be a friendship that is splitting up, a marriage, a company, or in a different context, in a different sense. But you may witness people, choosing, and I'm going to align or agree with this person or that other person. Okay, am I pro or against it? Am I agreeing with this group of people or this other group of people? You may witness that happening in your own family, where people may not agree on something, and they're going to choose who they agree with it more. If you have been lied about something, that has already happened for some of you. For other ones, this still may be happening. You have a very good sense of reading people's energy. So you may have this inner sense of knowing where the truth is, knowing how to handle people that are hiding information from you or that are lying. Because in your eyes, you are going to be able to see through this person, through this group of people, or you are going to be able to see who may be trying to manipulate you. But that doesn't mean that you have to overreact. You still may be asked, needed, or required to gather the evidence that you may need to back up these findings or to uncover this truth. It is very important to also mention that some of you are going to be very wary during this time of noises, neighbors. You could be very aware of. Even you may develop like a love interest on somebody, but you may also be very aware that maybe somebody else may want to steal this love interest from you, and it could be something platonic. So many of you may have to address matters of passion, love matters, jealousy situations, particularly about a relationship or about a marriage. And some of you could finally be able to conclude, complete, solidify a circumstance in regards to a divorce and or in regards to a settlement. I am now going to open a few cards, and also remember that I did a whole new reading for you and for each sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the Vimeo link is posted down here below in the show more description box. So from the set of cards that are showing up for you, the first card that wanted to show up is 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a very good card. It is known to be the wealth card. It represents somebody who is going to be or is very satisfied with a home life, with their financial matters. Sometimes it also represents the purchasing of a new home or home improvements. And it also represents success, especially financial success. And as this success, this money is coming your way, it also serves as a reminder not to forget the people who helped you to get there. I see some of you hosting home visits. And some of you may be throwing some sort of a party, a gathering or soiree. You could be invited to attend a celebration of some sort in a home setting over somebody's house. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you may find yourself involved in matters of human rights, animal rights. I am shown many of you Pisceans enjoying spending some times with animals. Not necessarily that you have to have pets or animals. You may be visiting a zoo. Somebody you know may have a dog or a cat. You may be running into your neighborhood as you go for your daily walks onto other people who maybe they are walking their dog. And I am also shown that for some of you, you could be dealing during this time with your animal spirit. Understand that I am doing this reading intuitively. This is what the card is, and that's the messages that I keep hearing why this card showed up for you. Some of your previous investments may actually start to turn up some sort of a profit. And notice how I'm saying your previous investments. For those of you who had some sort of investments done in the past. Because currently in August, many of you could be going through your financial affairs, bank accounts, credit cards, bills that you may have, because you may have to reevaluate your financial situation. You may have to reevaluate a property that you have. You may have to reevaluate some assets that you have, and you may not necessarily be in favorable conditions just yet to invest again in bonds or stocks or other things, because it feels that if you are somebody who has put in the work, now is going to reward you. If you have been working hard, now you're going to see financial rewards. If you did some previous investments, now you may start to see some sort of a profit coming in. If you have been working on a project or anything else that maybe is creative, now you are going to be rewarded for it. So maybe you finally sell that idea or your invention or whatever a creative art or other creative endeavors you may be working on. The next card that you have is Six of Pentacles. To me, this card is the card of balance, is the card of giving and receiving. It also means that you have to be very careful here to assess and to understand what can you give and what is it that you can receive. Because for some of you, you could be asked to join financial forces with somebody. So you may have to assess what is it that you may give, even though money may be available to you. There could be other things that maybe you don't like about this situation when you are going to be asked to join forces with another person. And I'm also getting the sense that due to your newly found financial fortune or financial opportunities, you could be attracting during this time people that may be asking you for a loan, people that may be asking you for a donation or to donate to a cause, maybe to donate to a GoFundMe campaign or to help them financially. So be very careful with these situations. You have to carefully examine what are you in a position to help and what is behind it. For some of you who have struggled to have financial stability, now it feels that for many of you, you are going to be able to generate a steady income. If you are not working, you're going to be able to generate through other means steady money coming to you, maybe through financial assistance, maybe through a pension or other things that you benefit from the government. I'm getting the sense here that balance is returning. So where is it that maybe you have struggled in a home related situation, in a family related situation, or maybe you didn't feel balanced or comfortable in the environment where you lived? Now you're going to feel more balanced because one little thing after another little thing may start to be repaired, fixed. You could be addressing it yourself, you may hire other people, but it feels like one other thing will be resolved after another. If it calls for fixing and repairing, that's what's going to happen. The next two cards that showed up are a mature woman and dark male. Mature woman represents somebody who is a socialite, somebody who is very good in connecting people. And this mature woman could be somebody who is either a lot more mature for their age. It could be somebody who is a socialite. She is very well connected, and this person may help you to network, to connect you to other people that are going to show up to help you. For some of you, this woman may also serve as a matchmaker. It could be that this mature woman may introduce you to a powerful partner to partner up in a love romantic sense. For other ones, this person may introduce you to other people that may end up being your business partner or maybe being a powerful client. So they may be connecting you to groups of people that are going to show up to help you. Sometimes this mature woman may also represent you. And if you see yourself in this mature woman, if it makes sense to you, Pisces, it does feel that the spotlight will be on you. You could be the one dating someone right now or having a new love interest in your life. So you could be starting to you may meet somebody during this time, or maybe you already know somebody, but you are getting to know them better. Okay, this could be like getting to know them better in a love related sense or in a friendship related sense, getting to know them better. The next card that you have is a dark male. It may not necessarily represent a dark male, but it definitely represents, because it is a general reading, it represents somebody with brown eyes and brown hair. This person may be associated with this mature woman in some ways. Either you are coming together to be powerful players in a love relationship, in a marriage. You may be coming together to work on a project together. It feels that whatever forces are putting the two of you together are going to turn out to be very beneficial for both of you. And I'm also shown that for some of you, this could apply to a job-related situation, maybe to a job interview-related type of situation. The next card that you have is Conquering Fear Starts Today. And as you can see here, many of your angels, archangels, will be coming to play to answer to some of your prayers, to work for you and through you, especially when it comes to guiding you, to get you out of where is it that you are resisting to open up, to give yourself permission to break free from dark forces, dark energy, a marriage that maybe you are trapped, a relationship that you are trapped, or maybe you felt trapped in a job. So if you feel that so this resistance may be rooted in fear. Whatever fears maybe you had in the past, maybe subconsciously they are still affecting you. Because I see many of you working with a mantra, okay, affirmations and prayers for fear. If you have been dealing with some sort of aches and pains in your knees, in your, maybe it's connected to arthritis, because they're showing me your hands and your legs and your feet a lot, having some sort of discomfort, now that will be getting better. I see many of you transitioning from physically not feeling well, or maybe having low energy in your body, in your physical body, and now little by little recuperating and feeling stronger in your physical body. You may have to address also some minor things with body aches and pains, but for sure you are going to be in the right path for healing and recovery. Other Pisceans may be recovering emotionally from a loss or from grief. Look, there's a lot of people here showing up in your life to help you, and there's success in the making. So trust that the universe is opening up doors, and trust that when the doors will be opening, you are going to be ready for you to receive this opportunity. I hope that this is making sense. Do leave me a comment down here below. And yes, of course, if you'd like to know more, if you are interested to know more, click in the link down here below in the Vimeo link, and that's going to take you to the videos for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. Thank you very much, Pisces, for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Email me for a private reading at amalightworker@gmail.com, or visit my website www.amalightworker.com. Thank you again, and I will reconnect with you in the next reading. Bye for now.